You guys, we have got to talk about Euphoria because we just got a season 3 update from what is about to go down in season 3 to when we're about to see this. We are going to get into everything because this season 3 has been so dramatic and it hasn't even come out yet. The whole drama has really been the fact that people never thought it was going to be coming out at all. And there's been a lot said about Sam, the show's creator, with people not really knowing if this next season is about to be good after what happened with the idol. So we're going to talk about everything that we know. Well, over the last couple of years, I've kept you guys up to date on what the heck is going on with Euphoria season 3. And well, we finally have more information and it certainly has people talking. So up until now, what we knew was who was going to be returning and who was added to the cast. And there was some drama there because at first when they shared who would be returning to the show in February, well, they didn't name everyone. And people were confused as to why some people were left off of the Instagram post, but then their team had confirmed to news outlets that they were a part of the show, like Dominic Fike. He wasn't listed at first in the Instagram post, but his team was telling news outlets that he was going to be in season 3, so everyone was confused. In October, they updated who would be added to the cast and who was returning, and Dominic was then added to that list. Nika King was also added and was very excited to be returning as she had previously spoken out about not having heard from the show and wanting to return. And I don't know if it was complaints from the audience that brought her back or what, but people did not want to see the show without Rue's mom, especially when her sister on the show, played by Storm Reid, had already said that she wasn't going to be a part of season 3. So everyone was just like, well, what does that mean for Rue? If her sister isn't going to be in it and her mom isn't listed, then what does that mean? Like, she has no family now? Anyway, as for the filming of season 3, we have seen people film, like Zendaya and Alexa Demie were filming together. They were filming a scene in a diner, and there was also another scene where Zendaya seemed to be yelling at a new character that we haven't met yet on the show. And as for Sydney Sweeney, it seemed she had been seen filming in what looked to be a wedding dress. And people were not sure if this was going to be a dream sequence or what the deal was, but it did seem like Cassie was in a wedding as the bride. And recently, we got some more information about season 3 of Euphoria, the most information that we have gotten in years, okay? They confirmed that the show will be returning in April 2026. They posted on Instagram, "Let's ride April 2026, #Euphoria." And of course, there were some comments that were like, sure, we'll believe it when we see it because it has been a long while since season 2 has come out. So everyone is just like, yeah, I don't really believe it. I gotta see it on my HBO account for me to believe that season 3 is actually happening. But I will say, we did get more information about this upcoming season than we have ever gotten before. I mean, we heard rumors about what was going down in the writer's room of ideas that they were pitching, like this 5-year time jump and Rue being a detective or Rue being a surrogate. Like, there were so many crazy things that we were hearing, and people online were like, no. Do not give us any of that. We don't want to see that. This doesn't make sense for the show. And apparently they themselves behind the scenes were also not in agreement with where they wanted to take the characters. And so there was this whole big delay as to what was going to be Euphoria season 3. Plus, Sam did the idol, which really derailed season 3 of Euphoria, but we got information, okay? So if you want it to be a surprise or you want to wait for the trailer, then you might not want to know what I'm about to read, because I'm about to get into it right now. So according to Variety, Levinson was on hand at an HBO Max presentation in London on Wednesday to share a sneak peek of the explosive season 3, revealing where some of the key characters have ended up 4 years on. 5 years felt like a natural place because if they'd gone to college, they'd be out of college at that time, he explained of where the show picks up. We basically pick up Rue, south of the border in Mexico, in debt to Lori, trying to come up with some very innovative ways to pay it off. And then Cassie is living in the suburbs with Nate. They're engaged, and she's very addicted to social media and envious of what appears to be the big lives that all of her high school classmates are living at this point in time. He promised, "I feel strongly this is our best season yet. I will say that Cassie and Nate do in fact get married. I'm confirming it, and I promise that it will be an unforgettable night." Levinson also shared that Jules is in art school, very nervous about having a career as a painter and trying to avoid responsibility at all costs. Maddie is working in Hollywood at a talent agency for a manager. She's obviously got her own side hustles going, and Lexi is an assistant to a showrunner played by Sharon Stone, who is just absolutely delightful and a true icon. People online reacted with mixed opinions, saying Rue trying to pay off Lori south of the border sounds dark. But is this realistic survival storytelling or just another way to romanticize her chaos? This will be either an amazing turn of events or the death of the show. Cassie and Nate married? That's a disaster waiting to happen. This is about to be the messiest season OMG. Why is he spoiling his own show? Kinda too much info. That gives anyone on the fence about watching all the closure they need to move on. Why is he giving away everything LMAO? So no one is interacting with nobody? What the F is this show anymore? Now on the topic of this, we did see Zendaya and Alexa filming together in a diner, so clearly the characters do meet back up with each other in some capacity. Maybe this is one of her side hustles working with Rue, I have no idea. Plus, with Cassie seemingly obsessed with what her high school classmates are doing, we know that she's going to probably be talking about them. Maybe she wants to pay them a visit. I have no idea, you guys. We don't know what ended up going down between Cassie and Maddie, especially if Cassie is married to Nate. That's freaking crazy. I can't believe he full on confirmed that. Maybe he felt like it had been so long that he owed it to the fans to kind of tell them what was actually going to happen in Euphoria, or maybe he felt like telling them would actually make it feel more real, because a lot of people just have been joking that they don't believe that this season 3 is actually going to happen, but it sounds like it's happening. This is apparently what we're going to see go down. Now, as for the cast, we've seen several stars tease this upcoming season as insane, and there were some rumors that Jacob Elordi was nervous to return to playing Nate again, and a little while ago, he was actually asked about it, and people were getting the vibe that he was just not excited about this project anymore.
Let's talk about your character, Nate. Nate's coming back. Is it true that you were nervous about playing Nate again?
They told me that I said that.
Yeah, but so you did not say that.
I mean, I might have said it.
If you did say it, hypothetically, why would you be nervous about bringing Nate back?
I would say I'm nervous anytime I step onto a film set for the first sort of every day of making it. I'm always nervous.
That's probably a good sign, I would guess.
That's what they try to say, but it doesn't feel like a good sign. Yeah.
One person commented and said he's giving Euphoria the kissing booth treatment, because it certainly felt the same way when he was promoting the last movie for the kissing booth series, that he was just over it. He had gotten famous from Euphoria. He didn't really need the kissing booth anymore, and people were feeling like he was giving Euphoria the kissing booth treatment, that he has gotten way bigger than Euphoria, doesn't need it anymore, so he doesn't want to promote it. But I will say that maybe it has something to do with the way the show has just taken so long to come out, because when he was on Fallon, he was talking about it like he was just so tired and didn't believe it was actually going to be coming out.
The new season is coming though, right?
So they say, yeah.
Yeah, that's what we keep hoping.
That's what they told me.
Yeah, is it closer or is it done? Or
I don't know if it's, I mean, I think it's still going. I think it's something that'll always be happening.
But I will say that more recently, he did seem a little bit more excited to promote the project and was talking highly of it.
What was it like returning to Euphoria? It was incredible, man. It was incredibly liberating. In what way? I got to play something so sort of far out from what I've done before, and Sam has constructed something that's incredibly clever and cinematic. I think people are really going to like it.
Sydney Sweeney was also asked about the project not too long ago and said that they don't know about each other's storylines, that this was a very sealed script, so she does not know what's going on with Rue or Maddie unless it involved her.
Like, I know bits and pieces of different storylines when they interact with mine.
Right.
Yeah.
So is it exciting to sort of watch it when it finally comes out? Because you're like, oh, that was going on?
I feel like I'm going to get to watch it with everybody
like
else. Yeah.
Right. What was it like going back to the set? Because it had been a while.
It has been a while. I mean, I think it was 4 years. But, I mean, it's mostly the same crew, so it feels like I'm going home to family, and I've grown up with them since I was 20. I was 20 when I did the pilot.
And when Jacob was on at Fallon, he talked about getting the scripts and things being redacted.
Season?
For my part, because I only know my part in the season, because the whole thing is like the JFK files. It's like it's all redacted. Like what really happened is in.
You don't know. You can't see. You can't read the real script.
So it sounds like they're about to watch this all with us. I definitely want to know what you guys think about this upcoming season of Euphoria, about what Sam had to reveal about the plot lines. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye, guys.